Yeah, so I'm all set up. This is Jennifer Shipley from DoodlepunkArt, and I'm going to show you how to make one of these tonight. I have a few samples here. Some of them I've used tulle, and this one I've patinaed so that the copper's not so shiny. This one I did not patina, and I did not use tulle. I'm not going to use tulle tonight. And this one's something in the works that I've got about 3.5 hours put into that so far. This one I think was roughly 1.5 to 2 hours. Okay, so I'm using 28 gauge wire, and I'm going to measure out roughly 18 to 20 feet, just via my arm span. Actually, I'm doing this so that it'll spin. So my arm span is 5 feet 8 inches. So I'm gonna do about 5 feet about 4 times. And you can't really see it. I apologize. Yeah, it really doesn't matter how long. I mean, you just make it with, I mean, you can make small ones. I could make really small ones too. Less detail. Okay. So I'm gonna fold it in half. So find the 2 ends, and so I've got the 2 ends together here. I'm just gonna find the halfway point and pinch the wire down, and this is where I'm gonna start. So I've already collected together a sampling of beads. I like to do this ahead of time. I think it leads to a better color scheme if you pick your colors out ahead of time. You can always add stuff as you're doing it. But so I've got these glass leaves here, and some big seed beads, gigantic seed beads, and then a bunch of different glass flowers, and then some glass beads. These are the cut canine crystal to go into the center of these beads, and hopefully I'll remember which is which. I'm going to start with the leaves. This is the heaviest part, and I want that to kind of lay down, so it'll be on the bottom of this hairpin. So just start with the first one. It doesn't really matter which way. Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter which way you feed them on. So I'm just going to find the halfway point. Okay, so this is roughly the halfway point. So I'm just going to pinch the wire down to where it looks like the branch of the leaf should start. And then just spin it around between my fingers, not too far. And okay, this is my side of the wire that I'm working on. Okay, we'll just split them apart here. Okay, so that's our first leaf. Now, some of these have pink only, and some of them have pink and yellow. So this one's got a little pink and gold, I should say. I'm gonna go, well, I guess, yeah, some of them it's more obvious than with others. Actually, I'll do the other direction. So these are not symmetrical beads, and there's one side that's the front and one side that's back. So I'm going to make my second branch just a little bit shorter than the previous one. Right about there. Okay, so pinch it down to where the branch should start. And just start twisting it. And I always twist it that's going the same direction. And so there's our first two branches. And you don't want to over twist it, because if you twist it too tight and it starts to, you feel kind of this tension, you will stretch your wire and over harden it. Okay, so now we're doing a branch on this side and we're looking at the back side. And I always twist roughly an odd, excuse me, so the back side. I always twist, let's see, no, goes this way. I always do an odd number of turns. That way you're starting on the opposite end from where this branch was. So if I did an even number of turns, this would be over on this side, and then I'd end up with two branches on the same side. So now I just am gonna sort of figure out how far out I want the branch to be. I don't want it to be quite as far out as this one. So there, just gonna give a little crease and pinch the wire to where I want the branch to start and twist it, always going the same direction. Just because when you've got a bunch of branches and stems going on, it makes it a lot easier if you always go the same direction. Okay, so now we're on the front side, and so I'm going to feed it on so it will be like that. So and actually I want, now that I look at it, these leaves, some of them are going one direction, some of them are going the other direction. I want something going the opposite direction of what I had chosen initially. Okay, and then the side that I want facing the center, feed on first. Okay, so I like that better. So now, not to be quite as long as the one over here. I think I want it to sit. And by long, I mean, you know, I don't want it to come all the way out to the tip of that one. I want it to be staggered. Word that. And I could go one more time. No, can't. I don't want to overdo it. So that's one time around, 2 times around, 3 times. Actually, there. Sorry. Opposite side. You just want to end on the opposite side of the last branch you made. Okay, so now the back side is up, and I want a leaf that's shaped like that. So I'm going to feed it on the center edge first, or the center end of the hole first. Okay, so that looks correct. And you don't want to quite as long as that one, or as far out. Okay, and another thing, when you twist the wire, it gets a little bit shorter. So where you start, it's gonna be a little bit shorter. Oops. There we go. Oh no, I can go one more full thing. Okay, there we go. Now, and then when I twist the stem part together, I always hold them like this and spread it out, just because it you know, a couple reasons. If I'm constantly pinching something with my hands, with my fingers, I start to get really sore, really stiff and awkward and clumsy. And then two, it just makes a nice, when you hold it at a roughly 45-degree angle apart, it makes a really nice even coil or twist. Right, so we've picked the one that angles in, stuck the wire through the hole that was facing the stem of our branch. Okay, pinch it down to where you want your stem to start. And then you twist. Okay, and then twist them together, ending on the opposite side, and I'm always putting the bead on the one that's towards my body. And that's what I'm doing. You can do what you want to do. Okay, and this ends up perfect because it's facing the right direction. Okay, put it through the side of the hole. Excuse me, the side of the bead. The hole is on the side where the stem should be, or the main branch. Okay, a little bit shorter than that branch. By shorter, I don't mean that the actual little leaf stem is necessarily shorter, but the tip of the leaf is back here, just back behind it. So then you have this really nice shape. Okay. Now I think that's really pretty. Could actually do more, but I actually want to do a couple more. I'm gonna reach down and grab. So let's do that one. Yeah, both of those are facing the other direction. Okay. Get through the hole. Then I want to be on the side that the stem is. The center. Okay, a little bit shorter. Might actually make it just a hair longer. Because we're going to get into where there's going to be stuff overlapping it. I hope my heater isn't too loud. Alright. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, twist them together. And do the back side. Okay, now it's going to be one of the pink ones. And I'm going to make it very short. I like that. Okay, we're kind of doodling with wire. It's fun if you like to doodle. Maybe a little bit longer because it is going to shrink up. Just a hair longer. So I have something to twist. Good to go around twice. Perfect. All right, I like that. Okay, so there it is. And we can adjust these at the end, but that's what we've got so far. Okay. Hey, so my phone ran out of memory and killed the video. So I will make another video showing you how to do the flowers, and then probably a third video, just so they don't end up being too long, showing you how to reinforce the final piece and attach it to a hairpin. Okay, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please click like to support my channel, and if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button.